Hi everybody, I hope y'all doing okay. I know I've been a little MIA, but this is gonna be a reading for my air signs, okay? So it'll be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, let's see what spirit has to tell us. I'm an air sign rising or sun rising, yeah, same difference. Anyway, and we'll see what guide it gives us, right? Let's see what guidance we get. So I'm gonna start with the no, I don't want to do the Illuminati. I'm gonna do the regular regular tarot. See what the regular tarot has to tell us. Very straightforward for my air signs. Again, this is gonna be for the next couple of days from the moment you see this reading. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because that's the way that we grow our tribe. Let's see what spirit has to tell us here. What guidance we have for the next couple of days. There's a lot of stuff going on, outside of us, astrologically speaking. I don't speak on it because I'm not an expert at that, but I do follow. So, Google some of that stuff. Go look at another YouTube video, an astrologer, what's going up on the planets. It actually makes a lot of sense, when you look at the bigger picture. So, all right. Let's see what messages we have here for air signs. All right. And you're waiting, and spirit is telling you it'll come when it's supposed to come. All right. So there's some kind of collaboration. To me, number three, it's always about having someone help you through something. Okay. And the Three of Wands being the waiting for your ships to come in. Like you've put some plan into action and now you're waiting to see what, waiting for the fruits of your labor per se, okay? But with the Wheel of Fortune right next to it, it also symbolizes that, everything's gonna come when it's supposed to come. Not necessarily when you want it to come, but there's bigger things at play. There's, what they call the divine timing, right? It's also the moving of one phase to another. It's like they say, you're not always gonna be down. You have to come back up. You could only hit bottom before you come back up. You can go only as low as the bottom of wherever situation it is you're in. It's the same thing, like that pendulum of life. It's always rocking back and forth. Sometimes we have a lot, sometimes we have a lot of needs. So, we always just try to keep things in balance and try to keep that pendulum, swinging as close to the balanced middle as you can. All right. And with the Two of Wands being on the other side of that, the Two of Wands being, you have to, kind of like he's holding the world in his hands, right? You have the information you need. You're planning. You're really starting to look forward. You're just trying to decide which way to go. It's a crossroads, right? You're trying to figure out, So I think as you wait for this, because they didn't come in succession, they came in recession. So I honestly feel like, because something has to come in before, which is gonna decide which way you're gonna go. It's almost like you're waiting for one more piece of information to make that final decision. And the universe is telling you it's gonna come, but it's gonna come when you need it to come, like when it has to come, not necessarily when you want it to come. All right. So just it's kind of telling you things happen when they're supposed to. Just be patient here a second. All right. Judgment. Truth. You gotta face your truth. You gotta face your reality. So if what you're waiting for is something that's gonna propel you to a different phase in your life, this is telling you that part of facing that, it's knowing the parts that you play and how things are playing out in your life. Okay. Judgment, some people associate it with a religious connotation, right? The judgment day, if you've been good, you go to heaven. You've been bad, you stay suffering, whatever. I honestly just feel like this is an internal process where, you gotta face you. You have to face you. And I think once you face you, you gotta know which way you're supposed to go. And everything's gonna come towards you. Queen of Cups. Okay, she's the queen of love, right? She's the nurturer, the provider, the emotionally supportive person. The one that's always open to making sure everybody feels good and wanted and all whatnot. And, if this is you, which I feel it is you, it's telling you, face yourself and love that part of yourself. Love your whole self. You're good and you're bad together. Okay. Give that cup of love to you. Page of Cups, all right? A message, an apology in reference to something emotional, to some plans that might, bring you emotional stability. And then, that coming with the Queen of Cups, me saying you have to love yourself. I think, facing your truth, loving yourself is really gonna bring forward that, your energy shifts. So you open your door up for people to come forward and say to you, hey, this is what I want with you, or, whatever it may be. So let's see. You have here Knight of Swords. All right. Definitely seeing your path ahead, going forward for that. Queen of Pentacles, being a provider, the person that kind of takes care of everybody. Death, new beginnings, and the Four of Pentacles, holding back, taking care of yourself before you giving something out to somebody else. All right, I see the storyline changing a little bit. But before I go to another storyline, let me see what else Spirit has to say. Because let me tell you, we're air, right? So air is very, even though it's, it's very fluid, right? Like you move leaves, you kind of come in all different directions. Air never comes directly at you from that one direction or another. You have those little bursts of air that it feels like it's going around in a circle, like windmills. And unfortunately, that's how our brain operates a lot of times for the air signs. All right, so you have the Moon, the Five of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Page and Knight of Swords, okay? So, all right, let's see. Let me finish my shuffle just because I like to do that. All right, let's see what other came out. So you have the Ten of Pentacles, abundance, happiness, satisfaction, and the Six of Wands, happiness, victory, satisfaction. And the Three of Pentacles, collaboration again. You started with a collaborative card and we end with a collaborative card. All right, so I want to clarify some of these things just because I got a different, two different storylines. Like, it's starting to just you taking care of yourself, facing yourself, facing your truth, dealing with that, because you find yourself in a place where you have to make a decision, right? And you just don't know which way to go. But the only way you got to know which way to go is by really taking an honest, hard look at yourself, and nurturing yourself. But then you have this message coming forward. You have two messages, okay, communication somehow, that it's gonna kind of clear the path and you're just kind of like charging ahead with the Queen of Pentacles and Death and Four of Pentacles being right next to each other. The Queen of Pentacles, like I said, she's the provider in a family. She's stable. She's the one that can really take care of other people. But with Death and holding back, I almost feel like Spirit is telling you, stop being that person and hold yourself and take care of you. Turn that everything you're providing to everybody else onto yourself, okay? Because you really, you have the Five of Cups here, which is your card of despair, of regret with the Moon. So this is almost like, I think it was my Waters that had a very similar reading, which is again, you're looking at your shadow side, looking at the secrets that only you keep, okay? And instead of looking at it with despair, you're looking at yourself like, okay, I need to let that old me go. Or I need to fix, really turn around and face those things so you could correct them and when you turn back to go in a different direction, you're a better person for it, okay? Because then you have the Page of Swords, like I said, communication. So someone who really wants to come forward and say certain things to you, tell you how they really feel per se, tell you what's really going on. I almost feel like, I'm gonna, for whatever reason, from another deck, I feel like I should look at, because I feel like you really just, your inner self. You don't, may not know how to compromise or listen well to others, because the suits are communication, the swords, but this person may not have the clarity to communicate perfectly either. Okay, you might get yourself into situations where someone else has to come bail you out, you know, because you just don't have the knowledge, but yet you're learning from it. That's why you go into the Knight of Swords. Okay, you're learning from the stuff that you've gone through, and you kind of put your emotions in check, and you start looking at things more logically. Okay, so like almost like, oh, I know what I need to do, do now. I know what's best, and that's the way that I'm gonna go. But you still don't, you kind of don't have the control yet. You know, you're a fighter more than a lover. And with it being right next to the Page of Cups, it's almost like Spirit is telling you again, just slow down, take the time to really nourish and love yourself. Stop giving yourself away to all this half-ass people. That has to stop. And once you stop that and you start looking at yourself very well, and you start really, instead of being so naive, learn from your experiences, things are gonna change, and you're gonna be able to then have enough for you and everybody else, which is gonna keep you happy. It's gonna keep you happy, and it's gonna allow you to kind of play well with others, I feel. But I'm gonna add, let me clarify with the Illuminati for this, okay? I feel like I have to clarify, because it's a little bit of a, I mean, I know the message is what the message is, okay? And I just gave you what that message was, but I still feel like there's more to this than what I'm saying. All right, so let me see what the Illuminati has to add. Not necessarily clarify, but add. All right, I'm gonna do a couple shuffles, and then I'll flip cards over or whatever. All right, let's see. There goes the Queen of Cups again. One more shuffle. All right. I'll take that one. All right, let's see. Like I said, I'm an air rising. You have the Prince of Cups here, okay? All right, the offer of love. All right, I felt like I needed to see that. Let's see. You have the Ten of Wands, the World, the Prince of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and again, the Page of Cups, okay? You have the Hangman, patience, patience, patience. The Sun, blessings, blessings, blessings. Ten of Swords, the Hierophant, the Four of Pentacles again, the Five of Pentacles. Okay, where did I flip it over? I don't know. The Five of Pentacles, and you have here the King of Wands, finally a male figure, the Magician, the Four of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. I know I put the cards all over the place, right? But to reiterate on what I feel the message is, okay? You have everything you need to plan what your next moves are. You just got to take a moment, okay? Take a moment to look at things a little bit different, okay? Because not everything is what it seems, right? So when you start looking at yourself, when you start really evaluating yourself, you're clearing. To me, the Five of Pentacles in this particular case is almost like the bad side of a coin, right? Most people call it being left out in the cold, because obviously that's what the picture, feeling left out of something, feeling like you don't belong in something, feeling like an outcast. But with it being right next to the Four of Cups, of Pentacles, being the whole back. I kept saying the Four of Cups because it's right here, okay? Again, holding back, not really paying attention to the things that are right in front of you, feeling regretful, remorseful. I feel like, you need to get out of the headspace. You need to come up with a way that, you could kind of stop feeling like, like the whole world is against you. Like, everybody's against you. Like you're just betrayed and, playing this victim. Stop feeling like that. Take the reins, okay? Take the reins to your life. You do what you need to do. You know exactly what that is, okay? With the Magician, do what it is that you need to do, in order to nurture yourself, okay? Nurture yourself, love yourself, turn that love inwards, accept apologies, apologize for the things you've done, whatever it may be, okay? So that way you open yourself up to receiving offers, okay? This is my peace offering, a very small peace offering, but it's still a peace offering indeed, okay? That's gonna bring about abundance, emotionally, peace, even economical abundance, because I feel like the cup is overflowing with everything that life has to offer. And with all the lotus flowers that this love is, this emotional peace is watering, with all those flowers underneath, transformation, major transformation. Once you get yourself together, you're gonna start to see things completely different, okay? Because you're gonna be looking at them from a different mental space. And by looking at them from a mental space, okay, you will be able to move forward with your lessons learned, all right? And really start to be able to not only know the path that you're taking, know what it is you want to do, have the ideas, have a plan in place. You actually take action to the point that it proves fruitful, okay? You become that true provider, all right? And by being a provider, you know, you end certain phases that you're going through right now, and like the world will reward you tenfold for everything you've gone through, you know. And with having the sun here, you know, it's definitely a blessing to see that coming, all right? It's a breath of fresh air. It's the world telling you you have all the knowledge that you need, all the spiritual guidance. Listen to that, to your intuition or whatever, and that's what's really gonna take you into the right path that you were supposed to be on to begin with, all right? So from a love perspective, fix yourself first and love will be coming, and you'll have the commitment and the happiness, okay, that you so desperately seek. Well, I feel attacked. I hope that this resonated with somebody. Like I always say, my readings, you know, it's general reading, so it's not gonna resonate with everybody, but it will definitely resonate with somebody. So hopefully it helps somebody out there. And again, like, share, and subscribe, because that's the way that we grow our tribe. And I shall see you on the other side. Peace.